10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. OG's turn to pick.
Elder Titan.
Dire team pick.
Shadow Demon.
Dire team pick.
Hello folks, we'll be sitting here in just a second.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Juggernaut.
OG's turn to pick.
Axe.
Dire team ban.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to OG versus Vici Gaming. It is day number 2 here of MDL Autumn 2016 as we get underway.
10 seconds
We are to game number 1, the free elimination showdown. LD
5 seconds
joined here
remaining.
by gods in a couple of minutes. He does have to start this over IP program. We'll get him in here soon. So, rare Elder Titan sighting. Normally, this hero banned, of course. Trade-off is that the Shadow Demon also through very unexpected up here in the draft. Normally, at least for ban, but I guess if you're gonna let one through, it makes to go through. So we'll try for gods another call here. See if we have any better luck this time around. Apologies, the streak carousel, guys. We've had some issues with killing broadcasts, hence why we eventually made it onto BTS number 4. And this does not seem to be working. So I'm from program.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So, to go with the Shadow Demon, we do see a Juggernaut, of course. There's been a lot of cheese put in this duo. No X to put in the back. You can just play Fury, go hit the building, and of course you've got Shadow Demon who can disrupt Juggernaut, create illusions. Vici game starting off on the their side here. It's for an axe to fight the Elder Titan. So great they've got reliable long duration lockdown through that Blade Fury to deal with the Juggernaut, and I believe we have God on the line now. Hello, God. Oh, just wonderful. How are you?
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Aussie football. win almost 90% of the Twitch audience. I think. Except the fans, they've already got something else to watch. So, Alchemist now banned out. Quickly recapping the draft gods. Both Elder Titan and Xiamen making it through this time around. I think almost every game have been first phase banned from what we've seen coming in.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Slada.
OG's turn to pick.
Slardar now the choice for Vici game. So Dire side with Jug already pretty good at rotation. Now they get someone given that reliable initiation, and generally with the Slayer picks we've seen, it's very boomer bust. Either you get a decent timing on you get your farm early, or you just go early. It's been very little between for the hero so far.
Reserve time. Dire team pick.
Naga Siren.
OG's turn to pick.
Naga now choose to pick it Iliax, but we've seen a lot of the support Naga as of late. And then we saw the support comes to carry Puppy Naga yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Not sure that was the original game, but just a good application and an opportunistic decision by him.
5 seconds remaining.
Definitely flexible pick, and especially runs as support. It's not like you have to worry so much about the axe dealing with the evolutions.
Storm Spirit.
Dire team ban.
Still now the choice for Team OG, so our likely on-hero been selected, and that really the Notaro to be chosen here for OG, as we, I think, almost certainly expect S4 to play in that action off lane.
OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So, with a Sven ban, does quite well against Slardar. I think more than anything else, and Jug is mostly a physical damage carry. So, it's a no-deal special at this point, been a go-to hero for OG in quite a few matches. The ban fits very well. OG, one more hero to remove, and most likely looking at support hero. Seen a little support Slardar, but generally, or sorry, no, I guess they have the Naga support. So, really depends on how they read this situation. We've seen mid Jugs, we've seen them in the safe lane, we've seen support and carry Naga, we've seen Naga transition, we've seen a little support Slardar, though not so much lately, so not 100% clear which way of each game. I guess I would say probably most likely it's an off-lane Slardar, and then for one more core would be my guess.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
Terror Blade.
Dire team
Well, they're played for OG, so they can really take down buildings. Spin also could have provided that. Vici don't have the best Terrorblade here, but if it is a support Naga, I mean, there's Tinker out there. It's not a go-to Vici hero.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Mirana.
But he is not great against Storm. Probably one of the best heroes to hunt Tinker. They will opt to go Mirana instead. This is really fallen off there since TI. Now, obviously, Starstorm did get that nerf, which reduces the effective damage up quite a bit, but it's still a strong hero, and I'm surprised we haven't seen a bit more of it, especially with the drow picks.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And with that, guys, we do get underway here. OG on the Radiant side, a best-of-3 elimination match as MDL starts to come down the home stretch. Just quickly gonna fix my camera acceleration, and we get into it. So the early team from Jarak will head down towards the bottom lane into the Roche pit. Has opted for the boots first on the other Titan. And Vici game, wow, under cover of smoke, they all creep down this way. It looks like Yang is lone man revealed, a bit of a bait from the looks of things. Want to act like it's just Yang going to ward. Maybe OG will take it. Jarek's in the trees trying to set up. He does go in, and oh, hey buddy, actually brought some friends. The F come through, a perfect shot by FY, and OG will be picking up the first blood. A crafty way to for the smoke down enemy junk nodes.
30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Yeah, nice job by Vici overall to OG off guard. And with that, it is going to be no doubt running the playing terrible. Looks like I took system at least for the start of things here on Puzzle. In the middle, all going to be in the Storm. We'll be laning against Ghost on the Naga, so it is in fact a core Naga. We were, discussing this a bit at the end of the draft. Like, is it support? Is it a core? Could go either way. And Vici and Andrew decided to run it as a core. Still high base armor, AoE can deal somewhat effective with those illusions, so it's going to be right on try bot guts, and that's where we have to expect most of the action will be coming. Friend. And general, at this stage of the game, those illusions aren't very tanky. Already, I think Vici Gaming realized which ones are real, which ones aren't, and FY just patiently waits in the trees here. That observer ward that OG has didn't see FY walk into the tree line, so the potential caught here is DDC just for the right opportunity. Nope, go ahead. Already though, the heal skilled up, you won't have a shallow grave, so if someone gets caught out of position, just right into an arrow, most likely they do die. Not a whole lot of counterplay at level 1, and OG. For the time being, they have shoved the wave a bit, but it does open up some fresh angles for FY, though there will be extra creeps to fight against. He goes from behind onto fly, setting up, and it's just chafing arrow for now. He's actually in trouble. And the one lane I have yet to look at here is Yang playing the safe lane Slardar, but up against an X. Pretty awful lane for Slardar. He's actually fairly well so far, guys, with 7 CS, but as the act continues to level, it only gets tougher with the additional points counter Helix. CS4 is confidently diving him, even taking some tower shots here. Even diving him without creeps to get that spin rock on. Now right into the second, so kind of like the off-lane Xerxes picks to see like camp as well to maximize your farm. And they found an illusion. He might have a chance to kill it there with Crush, but open sprint though. Is he gonna skill it up? He does too. And oh, the spins come out the other way. In the manliest battle, yeah, S4 is gonna win that one. Yeah, he got the one bash, but didn't get any more after that when he really needed them. Okay. So overall, looks like Vici Gaming getting a bit less firm, but on here they are slowing around a lot on the terrible being experienced, being denied levels. Yet to see the kills out of the offensive try in here. Just that early smoke play before the rune even spun. Not really ideal. I mean, to be honest, Slardar did not win the lane unless he got really lucky. I think that's why we saw Yang playing aggro, hoping for the bash G to this point. It's an arrow disruption combo in the mid lane, finds Ana, now goes to follow it up. He's pretty low here, and Elder tightens up Maylound to disengage, really make it out, not gonna happen. They force the Jerax TP, but it's all for naught. You get a little experience, but Vici Gaming, they've been roaming a lot lately, and this one will be successful. Dude out here with the man with a very stable gun, just slowly slapping down FY. Force him back. There's disruption in the mid lane, but Storm already level 6, able to blow away with the arrow perfectly timed to follow it up. That's a very farmed X. I don't know if you really want to. There's no one who can just sit top and farm against him either. Like, support Mirana obviously can't. Juggernaut, he may be in the lane, but it can be a lot with the spins as well as the dunk dash, just ignoring his Blade Fury. You're no tell. The pressure's been relieved to that one move towards mid. So overall, OG after a start, right back in with a gold equal. Actually, a significant advantage when it comes to experience. Things looking very good here for the boys in green.
Denied.
Dire's structures are fortified.
The lane's looking really good for OG, and they try to make that move on the Ag, so we'll take this tower, very likely. The Metamorphosis is on last. For now, no. Just continues to chip away, and they're having a fish, but no ready for that one. We'll sidestep it, backed out. I mean, just not getting enough done, it feels like. Though one silver line is Ghost farming very mid on the Naga. Iron Talon complete as the raid in with the poor man now can start to on that route. From TS1 now, so I had a kerfluffle trying to the stream online on my channel to catch your game up. It is a elimination just but more after this losing will not go the winning team will play the winner of the best of 3 coming up yeah, this one of course MLD and with the so far looking pretty good for OG. They are giving a lot of farm to the Vici Naga Siren, but they are getting great farm. An easy one being against the Slardar, and they are trying to make a you mentioned. They want to give but back is already in on Elder Titan, getting into position. The amp flash there, and with the amp damage, unable to get off the Berserker's call because of that arrow from FY. Prevented any sort of escape, and now they move on to Jarak's Vici Gaming, finding the openings to get any sort of follow-up bash here. Yang, no, not gonna have. Oh, tied to the poison.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It was a close call. It's a little aggy in my end. So actually, I saw Dia as like, oh, he must have played before and just not gotten the animation for it. But yeah, he did make it back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No tail. The gank on the mid lane, just trying to catch this tower out. And towers, they can't. So, despite the FY arrow, so on Ana, Notel will secure that tower with the bottom tower at about half health. He'll march back under Dire Vision. Got about half ratio on Metamorph. Yeah, just like in a terribly that really just sits in the jungle, stays in his lane. You come to his tower. It's a curveball from him. I guess the other thing for Vici Gaming they will be happy about Elder Titan, only level 4 just now, almost 10 minutes in. Fly doing quite a bit better, but it's a support that needs his level gods. Even though you know generally he's not given as much farm priority or level priority as he used to, and you know that 1 point in Echo is still pretty good, but you really want to max it out. Ideally, get the natural order let up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
S4 currently trying to complete the book. 500 to go. There's the Dire Ward scout out. What OG have looking near this tower in the lane. Have to see if look to take advantage of that vision. For now, Naga on to the Relic, sitting at 2,200. Has really not been contested all the game. Not to see it. Of course, the trap has become elsewhere from it. Yang so close blinks. Just see blink short order, but that's where person with Storm they have some great action now. See. There's a soft ghost. So they disrupted. He had to leap to get the arrow trajectory, and by the time that he's able to let it fire, it was just too late. or able to jump away. Struggling a bit to find those narrow disruption combinations, but at the same time, OG, they're struggling to even find a kill, so despite their farm advantage, they are only slightly ahead at this stage. And another good news for Vici, till that tier 1 is live after all said and done. Despite the axe, Slar able to keep that tower up, that's very impressive.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Goodbye tower, but maybe goodbye Ana as well. This time the chain stun is perfect. The Yang combos with FY. The blink reveal.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
DDC here, gonna prep with a little disruption on the top lane. For an arrow, the perk comes through, but after this 4, just shade to the north, so he's just that tower now. About to lose the next been directly onto S4. Game is deployed. I believe it hit 2 here, FY as well as Yang. And they continue the amp damage, making him very nervous. Have an slash of get in range here, down fly, be able to turn down S4, but they safely retreat, and then a Radiant Scan used to cover the path of that escape. Nobody there will make it away. All the while, trying to catch up a bit in the farm department. He is not with the team, off instead in the bottom lane. And we're
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
oh, good Earth Splitter coming through. FY, he was slapped, and now he's done for. Disruption a bit too late, it looks like. And now onto Yang. Ana's gonna find 1, 2, make it 3 kills. He gets credit for 2 of them officially, and it's the 3 least farmed heroes on Vici, but it is still a lot of gold into the OG pockets. They move forward, looking now towards Ghost, who is scattered out. Could get stomped here as well, trying to squeeze his way back to safety, a bit too far to dive that. And they won't be able to delay her Radiance directly, but they do steal her stack.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So, with the way things have developed, OG now all but 2 towers taken down, and one of them is a half HP, actually, excuse me, he did more damage, to about a 10th HP, tier 1 in the bottom lane, almost certain to fall in the next minute or 2. So gods, Vici Gaming are really going to be lacking on map control here. Still, they've yet to take a tower, and that is a bit of a weakness of the lineup. The only hero that's decent at killing buildings is really the Juggernaut. How do they get back in this game? Well, Radiant is coming. Rest of the Vici Gaming squad not doing so hot, though, in the network department, with Yang falling significantly behind his opponent, S4, on the axe. And, of course, your Juggernaut, the appropriate counterpart here being on the Storm. Well, it's not even a contest. So, I mean, given that the lane matchups, you certainly... or sorry, I was comparing the Storm, I mean the Terror Blade. But either way, like, their counterparts are farming very well. Jug, a decent fast farmer. Fighter, not so much, though. Especially not when he's got that rough X1v1 matchup, so... And it's not really a game where you can expect FY to have an eggs at any kind of reasonable pace. It doesn't have a single component yet, and we're already 18 minutes in, nearly 17 minutes. Gets the blink call, and now Ana falls in from behind. Now the follow-up, the pulse, a good defensive disruption, but Ana, he can just lay down a remnant here, look to finish him off, and even through the Moonlight Shadow, they will find the kill. OG, a nice pick there. The tower now down. It's 5 towers as they can zero in on their 6. And meanwhile, top lane again, blink calls, it's just 4 with the Blade Mail solo kill and ZYF. Oh, they didn't even need a +1 to make that happen.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Coin of the realm.
OG, scouting things out now with Astral Spirit, so it really feels like they begin to cinch the noose at this point. Like, Radiance is on long guts, but and you do have a Shadow Demon, so annoying Vici gave me lineup, be sure, but those other 3 heroes doing a whole lot. How do they even get out of the race right now? They don't have a great vision hero. There's no Bat Rider, no Beastmaster, and they have no towers, so their ability to project force and control inside the map feels very limited. Well, and on the note of starvation, S4 has BOTs, and you combine that with the Astral Spirit, you've got some real mobility for their #1 tempo controller, and not to mention the Storm, as you mentioned already, very mobile around the map. So, VG Gaming starting to congregate here on the bottom side of the map, but OG are smoked, and they will be ready to greet them. They show only the Storm for now, and they creep in. Astral Spirit can allow for the backstab if they want to go for this, but instead it's the crush to initiate onto Jarek. Song, follow-up, arrow coming through. The Song not quite right there as he backed away before the arrow connected. Omni Slash though will still finish off Jarek, and now the fight breaks out in earnest, falling in. On it goes to the now the Naga. She squirms to the north. It's not going to have Chi falls easy, likely to be next, pummeled by nukes from Ana, and he too will fall. So a 2-for-1 with the Song suspended. And Storm now up to 15 Bloodstone charges.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is falling.
Yeah, it's a little harder to time it perfectly with sidestep as opposed to the just toggle on and off. So a little greedier, I would say, for the Naga. It doesn't work out there. FY now getting ball pulled back in. Can Ana finish him? Not quite. He jumps out and away, and S4 re-engages, gives the dunk to FY, slamming him down. And Yang now looking to chase to counterplay this. Has the blink available soon, but currently affected by an urn. The soul leads preventing that blink forward, so he gives up the chase, and OG find another kill, another clean disengage. Until that Mirana egg's a long, long way off. Meanwhile, S4 continuing those starvation attacks as he will be attacking the enemy ancients for OG to farm. It's just a very well constructed game plan here for OG, and I struggle to see how Vici get back into barring some major blunders.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, there's a gem picked up now on Ghost, so we are going to see Vici Gaming do their best to reestablish a bit of map control here. So it's an uphill battle. That's for sure. It's coming on ends. As far as the item progression, you can take a general look around. Ana about to become a real big problem. Orchid about to be up with already +4 on Bloodstone charge count, up to 16. And a double damage in the battle. He will be very likely to get 2 or 3 kills in the next fight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, duel the scan around the Roshan pit. Your scan will connect to the tail end there as a fly creeped in. But he's going to still get into position here for a deep ward, securing some vision. Not really the best Roshan lineup for OG, but they do have the Terrorblade, who's decent at least. And I imagine if they get a kill, they'll walk into that pit. Nothing doing just yet, though. Just straight naked Scotty, why not? Well, not naked, but straight up, complete purchase, I mean to say.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under
I mean, this
attack.
is ultimately going to be the better, like, late game build, because you don't have to sell that Dragonlance to get a tier 3, tier 4 item, so. Any sense of urgency for OG, or do you just feel like they can farm, 30 minutes they want to before they try an end game?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm over here.
No S4 and Ana all into the pit now. And it seems it will be an uncontested Roche, just a Naga illusion worming her way in, won't even get there in time. And who can contest? So Storm is to get a very fast Aegis with basically like the perfect timing to snowball here. Has the playmail picked up, can work on the Shiva's guard, and has 2 lives to work with as well as the Grave, so potentially 3. This is not looking great for Vici, I gotta tell you guys. Aether Lens for DDC, Blunk for N.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The one Vici do have going for them, I guess, is the song. If you get too cocky diving, maybe they will be punished, but they've got a lot of insurance policy, so it has to be an extreme overextension. They put Mattel up in front, S4 by his side, prepared to bodyguard or initiate as the situation requires, but instead of Storm who goes first, with a quick jump onto Yang, gets up the side. He doesn't have to blink back. The Song is committed to keep Yang in fighting shape. Do they look to turn this? They have not brought the Aegis down, they have not dealt with No-Tail. So now the Song's been committed for very little, just a spot of mana from Ana. And OG start to work on this melee rack. S4 there. The Radiant solutions are a bit of a nuisance as they jump in with Yang to initiate blinking and then forcing away. Gets off the crush, but can't do a whole lot for this push down. Now Ana going hard, straight onto DDC, looking for the kill. Will end up finding it together with the axe, and now they already brought down the melee racks. They look for a bit more. Jerax getting up to solo, but not dead yet. The Grape comes through from Fly to keep him alive, and Yang, he will give chase. The crush, that's on 3, pretty damn good, but do they have the follow-up? No, the counter initiation from S4 holds close to position, keeps that Lady Naga in check, and brings her down at the end, and will unveil Omni's flesh, and finally gets the kill. It's only the little Dazzle though, he will pay. Yang again with the crush, again on 3, but no follow-up coming through just yet. Ghost, he has rejoined the fight here, had to buy back for this. They've already lost the melee rack. They won't even get through the Aegis, let alone get court kill, and that's it, God. Disastrous for VG. Ana is really not afraid of a whole lot right now. He just blew all his mana to get to the top lane to kill a creep wave. Actually jumped directly over 2 Vici Gaming heroes and just goes back to farming. And with 19 Bloodstone charges and an Aegis, why the hell not? And speaking of that mana, he is well above the percent mark. Just going to spend a little more here to clear out the wave. No-Tail goes back for the Dragon Lance after the Scotty Manta. Meanwhile, Ana, he's remembered what items to buy on his Storm, and he takes full advantage of them, finds another kill. Shiva's, I believe, flying in on the career right now. Indeed it is. As OG continue to cruise forward in game 1. Vici looking completely outgunned. The arrow comes through. It's again a nice snipe, but is it going to be enough? Doesn't seem like this follow-up. Just that FY has the Ags now. And you know, so many games, gods, especially at TI, that like 20-minute Ags on a Mirana support just completely turn the game. But it's going to be enough here. 31 minutes in OG, a whole lot tankier. FY will continue to be under the tip. There's a blow, but can't finish him off. And No-Tail in the end survives. The GG quickly VG team will tap out. They have been outgunned, outmanned, and outplayed here in game number 1.